Hi, my name's Matt. Welcome to the Pines of Clover Lane. This is Matt's Maintenance Corner. We're here today to talk to you guys a little bit about proper drain use. I know what you're thinking. Who's this guy telling me how to use my drains? I'm an adult. I've been doing this my whole life. But you would be very surprised at how much of the wrong stuff goes down your drain every single day. So first we want to talk a little bit about f.o.g. F.o.g is fat, oil, and grease. So when we drop a little bit of fat or a little bit of oil or a little grease down this drain, we're putting it down in liquid form in most cases. So what we don't realize is that once it reaches your drain line, it turns back into fat, oil, and grease. So the danger inherent in putting those objects down, or those items down your drain, is that once you put it down there, it never goes back out. So at some point, what it does is clog up your main drain. We recently had an issue with this where we've had to break out the floor to replace a piece of pipe because it was completely impacted in grease. So at some point, it really does cause some serious damage. So we want to make sure that we're paying a lot of attention to f.o.g. Another thing with your kitchen sink that is a very common misconception is your food waste disposer. Your food waste disposer is not to put all your leftovers down. Believe it or not, it can only handle about a handful of stuff at one given time. So, general rule of thumb, if it doesn't fit in your palm of your hand, put it in the garbage. So, essentially, once you scraped all of your food off of your plates, off of your pots, into the garbage can, then what you rinse off your plates, what you rinse off your pots, that's what's appropriate to go down your garbage disposal. So if you continue to put items like that into your disposal or down your drain, eventually you're going to be calling one of us guys. We're going to be coming out. We're going to be augering out your drain. We might even have to send you a bill. So let's keep an open mind with drain use and make sure that we're disposing as much food garbage and food trash and fat, oil, and grease in a dumpster as we possibly can. Next thing that we want to talk about is we're going to go to the bathroom. Here we are in our bathroom. And our first fixture we're looking at here is our bathroom sink. So pretty no nonsense, right? We've got a sink, we've got a drain, we've got a faucet. We don't do much in here. We do our hair, we brush our teeth, we wash our hands. So one of the things that we want to talk about is rinsing out your sink at the end of use. So the more toothpaste, the more foreign substance that goes down this drain, the more this builds up in your drain. I can't stress enough not to use acid products in these areas. Because of the other chemicals and the other compounds that you might have down the drain, that can cause a serious chemical reaction. And if we need to use a mechanical auger to open up your sink drain, that's going to prevent us from doing so because the acid can be toxic, it can be very dangerous to our equipment and to our technicians. So we want to make sure that when you're done brushing your teeth, when you're done washing your hands, we don't just shut the faucet right off and let the foam sit at the top. We want to rinse that out all the way down the drain so that we can reduce the amount of buildup, and it's also going to keep your apartment and your sink area a little bit nicer and a little bit cleaner. But those items really do actually create a lot of problems in our bathroom drains, especially with the hand soaps, especially with the toothpaste. So let's make sure we rinse all that down really well. And then we come over to our toilet. So the toilet is probably one of the easiest components to really dispose of a lot of waste. We have a 2.5 to 3 inch trapway in here. In some cases even larger. And as you see in the beautiful Kohler commercials, you can flush golf balls. We don't want to do that. There is an appropriate amount of material that can go in there, and appropriate materials that can go in there. Unless you know what your sewer pipes are made of, we recommend do not flush wipes of any kind. Even if they say they're flushable, they very well may not be in your sewer system. We've pulled thousands of these wipes out. The city and municipalities have problems with these types of items. They clog up their sewage pumps, they clog up their equipment, and it costs thousands of dollars a year in damage. So we want to make sure we're not putting items like wipes, we're not putting paper towel, we're not putting food items, diapers, feminine products, even medication, as that can be a very large environmental hazard. So let's make sure that we're only putting in the toilet waste and toilet paper. Those are the two most appropriate things to use your toilet for. If those aren't included in the list of things you want to put down there, throw those things in the trash. I would like to point out that Ann Arbor, the city of Ann Arbor, has a website. that addresses these issues. And if you go to their website and look for Common Sense Sewer Tips, or you can do a Google search for Ann Arbor Common Sense Sewer Tips, there's an entire list of these items and a little bit of an explanation as to why some of these things you don't want to put down your drain. Thanks again for stopping by. And again, my name's Matt, and we're here at the Pines of Clover Lane. We appreciate you, and please stop into our office and see us soon.